Greetings, my people. Welcome to episode 50 of Clear Thinking with Brother Dulani. Thank you for joining me on this episode. I am discussing today the idea of sovereignty, independence, and the move away from colonial domination. It has come to my attention that the governments, well, not the government, but the government of Jamaica is deciding to move away from the colonial structure that imposed the King of England to be the head of state of Jamaica. At the moment, Jamaica is a constitutional monarch with the King of England as the head of state of Jamaica and the Governor General as the overseer and, let's say ceremoniously overseeing the governance of the island and its people. And now, for many years, the Jamaican people in particular, and this is a phenomenon that is prevalent in many other parts of the former colonial world, which is going into now, which are now in a neo-colonial stage. Many have moved away from the direct rule of England and have, migrated towards a republic, even though many of these titles are just in name only. But anyway, Jamaica, on paper and in reality, has been under the same colonial structure, from when the British Empire was ruling Jamaica. And we were supposed to have gotten independence in 1962. But the independence was not real independence. It was a partial independence. And now it is the Jamaican people and Jamaican government is trying to complete the process of creating a republic where we have our own head of state in Jamaica. And there will be no need for a Governor General or so-called King Charles, to be the head of state of Jamaica. Now, if this type of move would come with real revolutionary liberation for Jamaican people, it would be something that we can applaud. But this is just a renaming, rebranding of neocolonialism, because it's still the same structure are still in place. The same ruling class, the same rulers and the same ownership of the resources are still in place in Jamaica. Whether the King of England is the head of state or not, the same structural inequality still exists. The same system of capitalism and neocolonialism will still be in place. So I am calling for, if we're going to move towards sovereignty, if we're going to move towards nationhood and nation building, it should come with reform, it should come with restructuring of the existing system to bring about a system of reparative justice for the people of Jamaica. And these are things that should be done to all former colonial nations and countries around the world. We need to have a situation where the land is redistributed. The crown land, so-called crown land, that must be used for reparative justice. Many African people, many African descendants, many Afrikan Heritage people in Jamaica have been left out, locked out of land ownership and access to land. That injustice must and should be addressed. If we're going to talk about real sovereignty, if we're going to talk about real independence, we need to have our own economic independence. The people, the normal, common people, must have a foundation to stand on. There must be ownership of land. There must be. And the governance of the society must be structured in a way with the people problems on the ground must be solved. Each community must be able to solve the problem facing the community. We know we have an issue with poor school infrastructure from the elementary to the primary level. There's major lack of resources, major lack of empowerment in the curriculum to empower our children to come out and solve problem facing African people on the island of Jamaica. So, my take on this move towards a republic is that it's just a rebranding of neocolonialism if it does not include a true reformation of the structure of inequality and ownership on the island. There must be significant changes on the island. And if we're gonna do rebranding, at least do it right. Start to rename the buildings them that was named after those empires that was murdering and killing our people. We need to rename it. We need to reject those things. We cannot be honoring people who used to carry out atrocities against our people. We must take control of those institutions, brand them, and Africanize them to serve the needs of Jamaican people. We need to have our roads named after our own heritage, our own heroes, our own history, and our own accomplishment. We need our buildings. We need our schools. We need our hospitals. All of it has to be rebranding if we're gonna just rebrand just the so-called monarchy or the head of state. We can't stop there. We have to take the bold step and re-Africanize our society, and assert our sovereignty, assert our control, our imprint on our society to build a better society for everyone. And the resources need to be there to deal with the homeless problem in Jamaica. We need to address that. Too many people are homeless in Jamaica, and also tackling the mental institution, the mental condition, the mental health of our people. There need to be resources devoted to that. There need to be more training towards addressing the issue of mental health, because many of our people have been damaged by the Mangamizi. The Mangamizi have left many of us in serious mental state. Seriously mentally challenged in many areas. From our identity to who we are, to how we relate to each other, to how we solve conflicts. Serious mental issues. And we can see it with the people who are left out, who are locked out, or on the streets. We need to address those issues. And also our elders. Many of our elders were not fortunate to gain any economic footings from the colonial system and from the neo-colonial system. They was able to get any piece of that, and they have been neglected. Many of them are on the streets of Jamaica. These elders need to be put in homes and taken care of. These are some of the reparative measures that need to be done now if we're going to talk about building a republic. A republic must be built on solid foundation, better schools, better infrastructure for our people, a better training of our people, the introduction and the development and the advancement of scientific technology within the society, so our children can be empowered, also with financial literacy, so they can understand how money is made, how the system of money is operating, how they can achieve financial stability in a capitalist society. They need to understand that. Yes, so these are measures that need to be done if we're going to get rid of the monarchy, if we're going to move them, and if they're going to be a referendum, I think sometime next year, and I am definitely in favor of removing the monarchy. I'm definitely saying, Jamaican people, we need to reject these colonial relics, these colonial insult and disrespect to our people and to our sovereignty. We need to reclaim our sovereignty in a real way, in a revolutionary liberation way, in a manner that necessitate that we have reparative justice for our people. Because our people have been damaged by the forces of enslavement and neocolonialism, and now with the insult of neocolonialism. We have that indirect rule, where it seems as if it is white power with black faces, or black faces that we maintaining white rule and white power amongst our people. But most importantly is the structure of inequality. The structure of ownership on that island need to be broken up. The monopoly on the economic development must be broken up. And the people who are the descendants of those who were enslaved on the island must be empowered to take control of the resources on the island and make it a better place for our people. Because right now, it's the tourist industry, is the super rich who are benefiting from it. They are building the magnificent resorts and the magnificent amenities that the tourists them are coming in and enjoying on that island. The vast majority of the Jamaican people are not benefiting from these opportunities. We need to create a system where we can teach our children how they can manage these resources, how they can manage these opportunities, and how financial education works in our society. Many of us are not financially educated how money is made, how money is flowing in our society. So we just resort to our own, devices, our own wits, and trying to maneuver our way through and surviving, but not understanding that there's a system there where money is flowing. And if you only know how the money flow, you can tap into it and utilize it for your benefit. So we got to get active in teaching our children how finance work, how money is acquired in a society, how to build products and services, how to build institutions. We can't teach them how to go work for somebody, how to go work for these major corporations, how to go work into a hotel. Got to teach them how to own a hotel, how to build a hotel, how to be civil engineers, how to build roads, how to build hospitals, how to solve real problems. These are the challenges of sovereignty. These are the challenges of nation building. And these are the challenges that we have to take on as a nation, as a Jamaican people who want to become a republic and a sovereign nation. We have to be bold enough to reject not just the King of England, but also the system that was maintained with his rulership. So yes, Jamaican people, when a referendum come out, go out and vote. Reject that monarchy and impose a real president or whatever form that we want to choose. You see it? And I will look further into what are the options, because I think they're talking about ceremonial president or real president like how they have in America. You see it? Where you have direct election for the president. Because right now the system is a British system we have in power there right now, where the MPs them select the Prime Minister in Jamaica. So some people are calling for now a direct elected president. See it, with real executive power. See it. So not just a ceremonial power sitting there and getting paid and no power. We don't have no time for waste no money like that. So anything we do, we must have serious consequences to it. My main objective, my main concern is that this bring about reform in the structure itself, in the distribution of wealth, the abolishing of this, at least some of the inequality that exists. That is That was what I would love to see in this movement, see it. And I hope that some of the Jamaican people will be demanding land, demanding reparative justice. Because this same monarchy, this same British Empire was responsible for the atrocities and mass killing and enslavement of our people in Jamaica, and the colonization of our people in Jamaica. And they used that resources to build up England. See, millions and millions of pounds they have acquired. I think they're saying it's estimated that them old Jamaica must about 7 trillion of pounds worth of wealth that they have extracted out of that island alone. So you see, my people, there's a debt to pay. See it. Britain have a debt that they have to pay. They must be held responsible. The King of England cannot just walk away. We need to hold them responsible. There will come a time when we have an international tribunal to try all those enslaving nations and empires who have enslaved and damaged our people and hold them to justice. And we take our reparation and implement our reparation in our nations across the world, particularly in Jamaica. So yes, my people, I just want to express that view about the changing of the political arrangement with Britain in Jamaica, the getting rid of the monarchy as the head of state, and to acknowledge that these things are happening, and we just have to make sure that we get the best out of it for our people. See it. So I want to thank you very much for listening to the podcast Clear Thinking with Brother Dulani. So please like, share, subscribe, follow this program, and I will continue to provide my clear thinking, my analysis of the ongoing issues facing our people as we move in our liberation struggle, as we continue to challenge the structure of neo-colonial capitalism and imperialism in general. So thank you, my people. Walk good. Hotep, my respect to you.